So if you've gained, I think, 500,000 followers and such, and your jersey selling out, how cool is that for your?
Yeah, it's cool. It's funny what kind of people are attracted to. I'm just trying to keep the main thing is that's basketball, trying to win games, sticking up for my teammates. And that's all part of it. I think all that stuff it's fun and whatnot, but at the end of the day, we need to win some basketball games.
So if I remember last year after that 2-week training camp, that Nate took you all out of town for the bonding, but everybody commented on the energy that Sophie brought, whether it was Tosh coming in meeting you or just other people. Have you, now being one of the new ones here, but you're someone who likes to bring the energy, whether we just saw what we saw, but regardless, can you just talk about that?
I think that's just who I am. It's my personality. I'm the glue to it. We kind of have a weird age gap. We have some oldies on the team. We have some young bucks, and I'm kind of the tweener is what they call me. And so it's just trying to make everyone match and make sure we're all just having good vibes, right? The seasons has a bunch of highs and lows, and so just trying to keep a level head on everyone. But I also think that we get to play basketball for a living, and that's super fun. So sometimes you just need a good perspective of like, hey, we're in the grind right now, and it feels hard, but at the end of the day, we get to dribble a ball for a living, so we got to be grateful for that.
She has brought millions. I wouldn't be surprised if it's billions of eyes onto the W and onto women's sports. She is a Kobe Bryant. And that's how Diana was. That's how Sue was. Like, we've had these types of people, but this is just bigger because the media platform is bigger than it ever has been. I don't have an ego, so I'm able to just tell the truth.
I never really even saw myself leaving Phoenix. It was my new home away from home. I have a great off-court situation. I've built a lot of fun relationships out there. I was like, hey, like, what do we need? No, come on, how do you get out here? But it's funny now that, I told the people upstairs, I was like, I will be her Sabrina Carpenter any day to her Taylor Swift. Like, I am so excited for this. And I just think, honestly, she's just a great human too. She has a lot of pressure and a lot of eyes on her shoulders, and she handles it so gracefully, and she's just a great human. So I'm just excited to be a part of something like that. And she passes the ball, which I enjoy.
When the truth finally comes out, it usually shocks everyone. And this time, it's Sophie Cunningham, the fiery Phoenix Mercury star, who just exposed one of the biggest lies the WNBA has ever told about Caitlin Clark. For months, fans have been questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. Why does it seem like the league, the media, and even some players are trying to control the narrative around Caitlin Clark's rise? Sophie Cunningham just shattered that silence. In a recent appearance, she didn't hold back. She called out the league for pretending to support Caitlin while secretly doing everything possible to hold her back. According to Sophie, the WNBA has been pushing a fake unity message, saying that all players support each other. But in reality, there's jealousy, tension, and a divide that's growing bigger every week. She revealed how certain players and executives are uncomfortable with the spotlight Caitlin brings because it exposes the real gap between who moves the needle and who doesn't. Sophie said it bluntly. You can't lie to the fans anymore. They see who's putting in the work. They see who's changing the game. And she's right. Caitlin Clark has done in months what the league has failed to do for decades: bring in new fans, sell out arenas, and attract massive sponsorships. But instead of celebrating her impact, the WNBA has often acted like her success is a problem to manage. Sophie's words hit hard because she's not some outsider. She's part of the system. She's seen the politics, the favoritism, and how the media is told to frame certain stories. And when she says there's a lie being told about Caitlin, fans listen. That lie? That Caitlin Clark's fame is overhyped, that her success isn't deserved, and that she's being protected by the media. But as Sophie pointed out, Caitlin isn't protected. She's targeted. From physical hits on the court to disrespect in interviews, She's had to earn everything under pressure no other rookie has faced. Now, with Sophie's comments spreading across social media, fans are demanding accountability. Why is the league downplaying the one player who's single-handedly growing the WNBA? Why are stars who speak the truth being labeled as troublemakers? As Sophie put it, if telling the truth makes me the villain, then fine. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend the league's being fair. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. Because the silence is finally breaking. More players are starting to speak up, and fans are waking up to the reality that behind the bright lights and slogans, there's a war for control over the WNBA's future. And at the center of it all is Caitlin Clark. This isn't just another controversy. This is the moment the truth starts to surface. Sophie Cunningham just lit the match, and now the whole WNBA is about to feel the heat.